Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of WICSO, and we're gonna jump right into it as always. So here in Europe there's a very big exploration project set up, which is gonna explore a lot of the area. Like they explore all around these German areas, as well as through the lowlands, which is half underwater. But they also discover England. There's generally just a lot of discoveries done. They go down the Pyrenees and also like meet up here, and then they start to fill up this part. They don't go into the Alps because, well, they can't really, and well, that's completely discovered. There's also more discovery done in England, and then a new country is gonna pop up over here. Like this purplish color. Have we had this purplish color yet? I don't think so. Well, it's this color now. And just like Normandy, I think. So, and they're also gonna take parts of England like this. And another country is gonna be popping up over here. And it's gonna be like this, I guess. Yeah, no, that's different. And this is gonna take a part of this coast. Well, not everything though, because the magenta country is gonna make another colony thingy over here. But of course the magenta country is gonna do that. Also in this colony, like, they're gonna connect up more and make it a lot larger. Here too, they're also gonna explore more. So this is mostly a deserty area, so they're not gonna explore very far inland. They're just gonna make a bigger exploration of known parts. Now they're gonna go all the way up here, and they see land on the other side. So a part of them is gonna go over here and kind of take this part. And then they meet up over here on the edge of the Pyrenees, and then they realize they're actually in an enclosed sea. Though there is a small through pass, and they kind of, as they're exploring, they notice it's probably a very big ocean, which it is. So yeah, they explore a little more here inland. And we're gonna set up a Gibraltar colony. We're also gonna set up a colony here and here. We're gonna expand their Carthaginian colony. And they're also gonna expand their Libyan colony. Yes, and they're gonna meet up with the Egyptian colony. So now they're already very massive, you could say. Yes, it's massive. And well, Then they discovered these islands because they're just sailing across the entire sea, and they're gonna take these islands and the other islands. So now a lot of countries hate the Magenta team because they're just like by far the most powerful. And there's gonna be a big inland country forming here. And they're very anti-magenta. It's kind of this ugly, this color I guess. They're this bluish color. They're in the center of France. They're gonna expand. And they view themselves as like an inland power. And they have kind of all of this. And also these countries, this dark green country is can't really keep up this exclave thingy, so it's gonna be taken over, which they don't like, but they can't really do anything. As this country is expanding, they discover Sweden, the Scandinavian peninsula, and they're going kind of around and around. And they have explored a lot in a few years. Because right now timeline is still moving fast. Kind of. So this is like a Scandinavian country. And more of this is discovered. It's just a small part of the Alps not being discovered, but that's gonna stay for some time, but not too long. This country is gonna expand. They across here, and it would move it, and they're also gonna cut off Scandinavian, and they're gonna go to kind of the lowlands, which I'm gonna edit to be more correct, I guess. Like this. So it's like this, I guess. And then they kind of take it. And this country is already getting pretty big, even though they're not that old. So they're a century old by now, so it's pretty old. But, yeah. This country is gonna expand because it's Rome. Because every WICSO has to have a Rome. This Rome is a bit 1,000 years earlier than the real life Rome, but you know. Dalmatia, one is kind of expanding over here, but they really couldn't because they were already kind of unstable and stuff. So this part is literally just gonna break away immediately. And they say fuck you. Duck you, I mean. And they just like, what the hell? Why? They try to take it back, but really most of the military doesn't really have the morale for that because they're killing their own civilians, kind of. And this country is gonna take over a lot of the Dalmatia, even though they take a major city. And that's when Dalmatia agrees to peace. They do take this part though. And as for the border they draw up, now it's kind of like I'm gonna try and make a good looking borders. It's like, but I guess it's like this. Yes, they do take that part of the colony. No, it's not a colony, but So Bulgaria or West Bulgaria is gonna take more of this and here. And before I forget it, there will be things happening in China over here, like a lot of explorations. I'm kind of silent right now, but they're just exploring. They're also going to explore more of Japan. Oh no. Okay. Bit like this. They go all the way up here. And Korea is just gonna take this part. And they're also gonna go up here and take some more. In this series the rules are inverted. What the hell? Well, anyway, they're gonna explore more into Sakhalin, even though it's pretty cold up here already. They're also gonna find on the northern Japanese islands. I believe it's Hokkaido, you know. And they're gonna explore all of these islands. And well, a new country is gonna pop up here. Gonna be seafoam green. Because I say so. And they're also gonna take part of this northern Hokkaido. And this country is already pretty big. And then over here in Americas, this country is going to go into an expansion spree and to kind of take a lot of this land. And so is this country. Here they don't really explore anything right now. These countries are getting pretty big. And a new country is gonna pop up. Because right now there's a lot of new countries randomly popping up. Because they can. And people want... No, that looks too similar. People just want... Sometimes people want independence. Or sometimes people just don't agree with something and then they set up a new country randomly. Like this. It's a pretty large country already. They're gonna also take here. And they're already one of the largest countries here. Like this was the first country and it's now the smallest. So back to China, because I'm not doing enough with China, I feel like. And like they explore down to this part. And they really explore all of this. And now they're into Indonesia. And a new country is gonna pop up here. It's gonna be like orange. Because it's gonna be orange. Like a orange. Like that. And and as they explore more of Sumatra, I think. Yeah, this is Sumatra, right? This. Another new country is gonna pop up. This color. And that's too similar. A different one. No. This one. Okay. No. Wait, no, that looks Very similar. No, I guess different. I'm gonna take most of northern Sumatra. And this country is also gonna take some part of that. Like that. Okay. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Leave a like and subscribe for the enjoyment. And yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye, because goodbye.